Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Digging with Dad. Tonight we're making options. We're going to start with crispy chicken and we're going to make a couple different sauces, right? And what I'd like to show tonight is how we can take a key base ingredient like chicken and add a different sauce depending on our mood or depending on what we have in the kitchen, right? So this one's really going to show some flexibility for us. Our first step is we need to get our chicken prepped. So let's get right into it. Okay, for our chicken, very basic. All I've done is I've taken some chicken breasts, chopped them up into bite-sized pieces. Into my Ziploc bag here, I added just some basic seasonings, right? Those will be down in the description. And then I also added some flour and some panko crumbs, right? So now we're just going to take our bite-sized pieces, scatter them all out on parchment paper, lined cookie sheet, and then we're going to get that into the oven, and then we'll get started on our sauces. So let's get these on there. All right, did I skip the most exciting part? Maybe, probably not though. Okay, we've got our chicken pieces just spread out on the cookie sheet. That's gonna go into our oven for about 25 minutes, but before you do that, make sure you give them a little spray on top with some Pam. Helps crisp it up a little bit. Okay, over on the stove, we're gonna start with a decent sized pan and we're just gonna warm it over medium heat and start with a little bit of butter. And you're basically just gonna throw all these ingredients into the pan at once. There's no secret way to do this part yet, so we're good. We'll go in with a little bit of soy sauce, and I'm using beef broth. You can use chicken broth. You can use water if you don't have either of those. It's okay. A little bit of minced garlic, a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of honey, and then almost our last ingredient is orange zest. And if you guys have not used orange zest before, or a zester, you're going to use a tool. Looks kind of like this, right? If you don't have one of these, you can certainly use, the side of a cheese grater, right? The small holes, something like that. And you're going to get, just from running over an orange, little bits like that, right? It almost looks like, well, it's the peel all grated up, really. And when you do it, you don't want to go too deep through the rind, because then it'll start to taste really bitter. But if you just get the surface, like just the real dark orange color on your orange, really packs a flavor punch for your dish. All right, let's stir that together. All right, now for now, because we're gonna do two sauces at once, I'm just gonna move this one over to the side, and we're gonna keep it at just a light simmer, right? Not a real crazy boil. We don't wanna burn anything because we have put a good amount of sugar into this. So low heat for now. All right, let's make our teriyaki sauce now. And we're gonna start with a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of rice vinegar. If you don't have rice vinegar, regular stuff will do. It's not the end of the world. A little bit of sesame oil, again with the brown sugar. A little bit of honey again, this time just normal honey. Now ideally we'd have some fresh ginger that we would again grate. We don't have fresh ginger today, so we'll just use the ground stuff. That's okay. And a little bit of minced garlic again. All right, now we just mix all that up together, just the same like we did the last one, right? There we go. Now we'll just let our sauce sit and kind of simmer a little bit just to get all the flavors together, right? And it'll help it reduce a little bit. Okay, so our sauce has cooked down a little bit, but it's still pretty liquidy, right? We want something that really sticks to our chicken. So here's how we do that. We're gonna take a little bit of cornstarch and a little bit of water and mix this together real fast. And then we kind of do equal parts. Pour that right into your sauce. Okay, and this cornstarch kind of slurry here, it's going to be a real thickening agent. See, mine already started to really thicken up on its own here. But let's do that to both sauces. I'll swap pans and we'll do it to the other one as well. our sauces are thickening up nicely. Let's get that chicken out and let's bring it all together. It's all gonna come together. So, we did our chicken out. Here's our big cookie sheet full of all of our chicken pieces. Okay, I'm just gonna have this off to the side. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take those pieces and just put them in our sauce, right? Think of this kind of like maybe a wing buffet because we have multiple sauces, but if you just have your one pan of sauce, dump all your pieces of chicken into that sauce now. Now we've got our chicken in here and you can see the bottom, right? Nice and crispy and a little bit of that, it's not burnt. And now what we're gonna do is just toss our chicken in this sauce that we made, right? By now, it's nice and thick, so it's gonna stick to all your chicken pieces. Just going over, just flipping, and trying to get every piece covered, right? Cut this part out, God. Okay, we're all tossed together. Let's plate it and let's eat. All right, now we're just using some stir-fry noodles for ours. Sometimes we use rice as well. You can do whatever you want. So a little bit of that. Now these noodles are wonderful, right? They're very cheap. They took literally 2 minutes to cook, right? Once your water is boiling, quick and easy. Pour it over top. We're gonna have some veggies on the side, and that's it. Quick and easy, guys. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.
Oh my god!
Every week, right? So you don't get bored. This one's pretty straightforward, but okay, we're all tossed together. Let's plate it and let's eat. I forgot to drain the noodles. Let's try again now that I drained the noodles.